Yeah, we can talk about whatever. The numbers throw me off for sure. Yeah, exactly. So make sure you look up which one that you're trying to play next. Like I said, this is 3 in America for Super Nintendo. So, like, that's important. If you're trying to play this, then you need 3. But I don't know what you're... Again, if you're trying to play it on PSP, then... Can I stop this guy? I want to see if I can stop this guy. I can stop this guy. Also, in the future, like, if y'all have a topic y'all want to talk about, we could talk about whatever, bro. It doesn't have to be about this game. It really doesn't. We could talk about whatever. What's the main character's name? Well, that's the thing with this game. The main character is debatable here. The main protagonist. Most of them say Terra, but some of them say Celis. So, either way. So, if you put Terra or Celis, you're fine. What was the best birthday you ever had? As in how your day was observed, spent? Oh, man. One of the best birthdays I ever had was when I met my wife. And we were in a hotel. And she had made me a giant seafood dinner. It was freaking epic. That was probably one of my favorite birthdays. The rest of the day I had to work, so it wasn't like anything spectacular. But that doesn't count, right? It doesn't. Good. But it was a fantastic day because she made like crab legs and shrimp and all kinds of stuff. I hope she knows that. I don't know if I've ever told her. That's a good point. I should probably tell her that, huh? You know, men are terrible at like letting their spouses know what makes them, you know. I can't tell her that today. She's not here. Well, actually, I can tell her that today because she'll call later. Or I could text her. Either way. Okay, she's done with that. Palador. Is he done? Yep. Got that. Give him Alexander. Scarlet. Almost done. And Phoenix. Almost done. I could text her that today. For sure. Yay. Bundling up something. What does that even mean? Dead. What else I want to talk about? We can talk about whatever. I remember when I was a kid, I had a pretty great birthday. It was probably one of the first birthdays I ever remember. And I was pretty young. We went to a Burger King. And at that Burger King... nope. I need to stop. At the Burger King, I was able to essentially have whatever I wanted. And my friends were there. And it was like a giant Ninja Turtle birthday party. And it was awesome because Ninja Turtles are the shit. They're like my favorite. So I remember that. That was probably one of my earliest birthdays I remember. The nice thing about my birthday is I share it with my father-in-law, and that's really cool. And every time our birthdays come around, he always comes to visit. And we have like a steak dinner or whatever. It's always awesome. It's never crappy. It's always fantastic. I love it. He doesn't have stock. So it's always fun when he's here. We usually get stuff done around the house, and it's just always great. Of course I got a BK paper crown. I went to Burger King. You have to get a BK paper crown. So there's a Burger King here on post, on installation. and they have paper crowns there. Every once in a while, you'll go in there and they'll have like a whole register covered in paper crowns, and like kids will get them. It's pretty cool. I mean, that's one thing you have to get whenever you go to Burger King. At least back in the 90s, for sure. What else y'all got? Anything else? Like I said, we can talk about whatever. Within reason. Kill the Cactuar. Is that a guaranteed hit by Edgar? Oh boy. So I gotta read this. Suddenly you're in a horror film, running from a mass murderer. Your only companion is the last person you texted, and your only weapon is whatever is currently closest to your left hand. What is the movie like, and do you think you could survive? LMAO. No. The last person I texted was actually my supervisor earlier. She will push me out in front of a moving car. I love my supervisor. She's fantastic. She's a great person. But when it comes to that kind of stuff, and we had discussed something like this in the office before, she is pushing me out in front of traffic. So she will definitely like cause me to fall or whatever. So I die. And immediately to my left is my water bottle. So like I'm dying. I mean, I have my name tag too. I had on earlier. But I would say this is probably my closest is my water bottle. I mean, and what do you mean by what is the movie like? If it's a horror movie, then... If it's Jason Voorhees, then maybe we can get away with it. Because he doesn't run. And if you just use some, like, common sense, it should be fine. Yeah, she would. She would give it. She's already said she would. She would give me up to the mass murderer to live longer. She's that person. She's funny though. I mean, like I said, I enjoy. Oh, he's almost dead. I enjoyed her company, I guess. She's a good. She is a great supervisor, great boss. But yes, that's what she told me. I was like, all right, fair enough. It's like I'm a dead man. Burning Nose, Alexander, still learning Pearls, Starlit, Cure 3, and Phoenix. He's still at it. Yep. Yeah, exactly. She's transparent. She's very transparent. I don't think so. I mean, I had told... She's younger than me. She's like 32, 33. No, she's 34. She's 34. She's younger than I am. But, I don't think she knows I stream. There's some other coworkers and stuff that know I stream. I wouldn't say coworkers. I would say... Because technically I only have... one coworker. I have two supervisors. I have my immediate supervisor who kind of just got there, and then I have the head supervisor, and she's been there for like 4 years. She's great. They're both great. He's just new, and he's quiet. He's also Air Force Reserve, I think. I didn't see what I learned. Okay, he's done with that. Doom, doom. She knows I play basketball a lot. Yeah, you don't. Because I got nothing else to talk about. I'm just grinding points, so... I mean, the big thing I'm trying to grind is actually just battles. Oh my god. This physical attack is insane. Yeah, I hoop. All the time. As often as possible. Oh, I can't jump. What's my vertical? Like 8 inches? I don't jump. I'm too heavy. Plus I have terrible knees. My knees are shot. I have no cartilage in my knees. None. The reason I don't have cartilages in my knees is because the Army, they really know how to do you in when it comes to running. And they don't teach form in anything. The only thing they teach form in is push-ups, because they grade you on your PT test and whether or not you're doing the push-ups correctly. When it comes to running, they don't care. Just move your feet. So my knees are shot. So you do a bunch of three-pointers like Curry. I do shoot threes quite a bit. I would say my skill in basketball is my size. I'm 6'1", so I'm above average. And I'm big. Like I'm a big dude. I'm like probably 240. So I'm a heavy guy. And I'm like solid. So to put in perspective, I play this guy's name's Jerome. He's legit 6'7", but he's 44 years old, 43 years old. I'm 41. But he's like 6'7". But even when he tries to drive to the rack, tries to go to the basket, I'm there. I'm always there. And when he bumps into me, it's like hitting a wall. And that's how most of the guys, like adults I play, they don't expect that at all. They don't expect me to be as solid as I am. So it's like, holy shit, it's like hitting a wall. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of have to be. Because if I'm not, then they're going to just run over me, and they're faster than me because I have bad knees. So, I mean, that's the biggest detriment I have. Which I have been drinking, so this isn't just water. It's water and collagen peptides. And since I don't have any cartilage in my knees, the collagen actually helps with hair, it helps with skin, helps with nail growth, all that stuff. But it also helps with joint lubrication. And since my knees are bad, my physical therapist was like, I'd really like for you to try collagen peptides. He was like, I really think that would help you more when it comes to your joint, your knees. And I was like, all right, cool. And I can tell the difference. It's changed. I'm a lot more lubricated, for sure. The water plus peptides would have helped you against the mass murder. Yeah. I could at least throw it at him. Get away! It takes a while. If I don't stretch before I hoop, then it's a problem. And it takes me a while to get warmed up. Like, my knees really take a while to get warmed up. But once they're warm, then I can get going. Somebody learned something. Doom, 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 doom. Time is it? 2:15. I gotta leave in like 15 minutes. I gotta get my girls. So tomorrow, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be able to stream in the morning. Tomorrow when we come back, we'll see if we can finish this thing. If we can finish this thing tomorrow, that'd be freaking fantastic. It should be regular stream time, so probably 8 o'clock. I'm gonna stream for as long as I can, from 8 to like 2:30. That'll give me most of the day to get through his tower, Kefka's tower, and then we'll push to the end. Hopefully I can get this finished tomorrow. I'd like to finish this game before the end of the week. I don't have anywhere to be. Actually, I take that back. Tonight, I'll be back tonight. But tonight's stream might just be grinding as well. Because I'm probably not going to get to 255 battles. Which, I know I have quite a few battles under my belt, but I don't know how many I have. There's no count. It's just a guess. But the shield that she has should switch to the paladin shield. And that's what I'm trying to do. Is get the paladin shield so she can have Ultima. She's going to endgame with me. Probably Celis. It might be this 4 right here. These 4 might go to endgame with me. I'll have to see. Alright, Fenrir. Sure. Nope, wrong one. So close. Best person. What was the best purchase that you have ever made that was under $100? That's a tough question. Under $100, best purchase. Ooh, man, that's a tough one. I'm trying to think of stuff that's been recent. That's a tough one. The only reason I say it's tough is because everything that I bought recently has been over $100. That's been like useful. From a tech side of things. I would say these are pretty. Well, I didn't buy these. These were a gift. Man, that's a tough one. That's a good question. Oh, man. Holy crap. Under $100. And that's a tough question. That is a really tough question. Does free count? Ideally, it's something neat so I can try it. Fair enough. I mean, this chair, I got for free. It's freaking awesome. I love this chair. Like I said before, I'm a heavy guy, so like I need a pretty damn durable chair. And this chair, it's like weight max is insane. Like 600 pounds or something. It's nuts. And I got it for free. So per the cost of this chair is like $1,600, and I got it for free. And there's nothing wrong with it. Well, there's something wrong with it now, but there was nothing wrong with it when I got it. But these speakers I think they were under $100. They're freaking sweet. Edifiers, they're nice. They're like box speakers. They're pretty good. I would say, oh man, that's a tough one. I would say the best thing I ever bought that was over $200 or over $100 is probably this FX Pack Pro for the Super Nintendo, because it gives me ability to do this, to stream on a CRT. Oh, you know what? You know what? Actually, that's under $100. That has to do with the setup. Probably this HDMI to AV box. It was like 25 bucks. And it basically takes an HDMI signal source and turns it back down to AV. So all these cables that connect to the front of the TV that give my signal, that's what it does. So without that box, I would not be able to play on a CRT. I would have to play on a monitor. You got to add? I mean, you know how to fix that. I'm just saying. I was saying the box. It's a converter box that goes from HDMI to AV. Without that box, I would not be able to play on a CRT. I would have to play on a monitor because it takes the HDMI signal and converts it down to an AV signal so I can plug it into an old CRT but still have a caption. The best thing I can get for $100 is a Hadoken sub? Yes. That's the best thing you can get for $100 is a Hadoken sub. You can get one for less than $100. It's only like $6 or $5. I don't know how much they are now. You'll take a free trial? Fair enough. They're $5.99, so they went up to $6. Because they were $4.99, weren't they? Doom, 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 doom. Okay, she learned all that. I think she's learned every summon that we have. Oh, nope. She doesn't have poison? What? How does she not have poison? Where has she been? Used to be $4.99, tier 2 and 3 subs are the same price. Why did they jump that one? That doesn't even make any sense. At least it doesn't to me, but, you know, I'm just here. Inflation! Yeah, but it's $1. It's not even like... And 90% of people that have subs, or that have, like... the tier 1 sub, it's a free one through Amazon. So what does it matter? Yeah, it's by far their most popular. Of course it is. It's only $1, or it's only $5 or $6. But like I said, 90% of people that have it that are subbing is Twitch Prime sub. So it's not like it even matters. Everybody's getting it for free anyway. Because I don't know anyone that doesn't have Amazon Prime. No one. I think everyone I know has Amazon Prime. I thought about moving my camera too over here, but then you wouldn't see the TV anymore. And I think people like the... Ejon's told me that he really liked seeing the monitor or the TV in the shot. And I think you wouldn't be able to see the one back here either. And I like having both in the shot. But it just looks weird. Because, like, I'm not looking at the camera because the camera's right there. I have to, like, turn all the way around. The nice thing, what's really cool is the YouTube channel is getting a lot of hits, which is cool. Give me a story where you procrastinated and it was a good thing you did. I don't think there's ever been a time where I procrastinated and it turned out good. I think every time I procrastinated, it was bad. Yeah, I don't think there's ever been a time I procrastinated and it turned out good. And I'm, like, honest. Whoops. Torado. Nope. Alexander. Okay, he's done. Go from that. Palador. Man. I think he's got them all, too. It doesn't have Siren. Celis. Ramu. Okay. Karen. Stray. Okay. Doesn't have Ifrit. I think every time that I've procrastinated has been bad news. Time is it? 2:27. Got 3 minutes. And then I gotta go get my daughters. I wish this had a like a battle count. I mean, it wouldn't help me honestly because I didn't. Jesus, learn. Do you have a favorite child? I do not. No, I do not. I have 3 kids. Little Hotto or Logan is 15, and then Tegan and Reagan, they're 8 and 9. I do not have a favorite child, and I'm being honest. I would say the one that I relate to the most. Well, no, I can't even say that because I relate to Logan a lot because he's a hooper and he loves basketball and he likes video games, but he likes 2K and like the the like Fortnite, the big multiplayer games. He likes those, and I'm not big on those. So I can't even say, that, but he's a hooper, and I love to shoot basketball. And then Tegan, our middle child, she's hilarious. Like, me and her have the same sense of humor. And then Reagan, she's very smart. Like, she learned to read before any of our other 2 kids, and she's the youngest. She learned to read before any of our other 2 kids. I think she was reading in kindergarten, which is insane. So her, like, I love listening to her just talk about, like, I love watching her read because she doesn't struggle at all when it comes to reading. So, like, she has I'm not a huge reader, but I like listening to stories. And whenever she reads me a story before she goes to bed, it's interesting. So, like, I can't say that I have a favorite child because all 3 of them have a personality that I can enjoy, or like I enjoy being around all 3 of them. Whoops. Don't do that. That'd have been bad. Where's stop? There it is. What a wholesome response. I mean, it's true. I really don't have a favorite kid. I love all my kids. Like, equally. And I'm around kids every day. Like, it is my job to be around kids every day. And it was interesting. I went to the local youth center on installation, and I walked in. I was there to pick up my son, and I had dropped my girls off at dance class off post, and we had time to kill. So I walk in, and I sit on the bleachers, and they were running 5v5 up the court, and I was like, okay, I'll just hang out for a while. And then I didn't realize they were on the fourth quarter, so I was like, okay, cool, they're in fourth quarter. I'll just hang out for a bit. And then, of course, he was like, hey, they were getting ready to run another run of fives. So I was like, okay, cool, I have time, so I'll just hang out. So I'm hanging out, and then my son goes, all right, I got my dad. Like, he picked me up to play. He was like, all right, I got him. And I was just like, holy crap, I wasn't even ready. I said, I don't even have shoes on. And he goes, I know you brought your shoes. They're in the back. Or you have them in your car. I know you do. And I did. So I played with them. And it was after the first quarter. Long story short, it was after the first quarter. And one of the kids that was on the other team left. He had to go. His parents came and got him. So he came and got him. And then this other kid took his place. And his teammate got upset and was like, no, I don't want you on the team, you're trash. And like started like walking towards him like he wanted to fight him. I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to grab the dude's bag. He had a drawstring backpack on. And I like grabbed his backpack and I like pulled him away. And I legit asked him, I was like, what the hell is wrong with you, bro? I was like, because you think he's trash and he defended himself by saying I'm not trash, then you think it's okay to fight him? Like, are you okay? Like, this is ridiculous. This behavior is... No, you can't just fight somebody because you think they're trash. And, like, he was like, yeah, whatever, and walked away. I was like, okay. I was like, you need to go take a walk, a long one. And, like, he ended up leaving. And the way the facility works is teenagers, they can leave on their own accord. They don't need their parents to come get them. So he ended up leaving. Walking out the door. So I assume he walked home. I don't know where he went, but he walked home. But I was like, this is just crazy. Like, really, bro? I mean, and like I said, I deal with kids every day. And I know how to deal with teenagers when they go off the wall, when they get out of control. I know how to deal with little kids, because I deal with little kids all the time. So I know how to deal with those things. So even like when it comes to picking my favorite young kids, like the ones that I work with every day, impossible. Just impossible. Just can't do it. Can't do it. Good job diffusing the situation. Yep. I mean, like I said, it's natural. I think it just kind of comes natural. Okay, give him Raiden. He's still working on Phoenix. Yep. Okay. Alright, I'm going to save and wrap up. I'm going to try and come back tonight. And we're just probably going to grind some more until we get to the end. Until we get the... Let me check her equipment. I think she still has the Curse Shield. Yeah. It's still the Curse Shield. It turns to the Paladin Shield after 255 battles, I'm pretty sure. So, let me look it up real quick before I go. Let's go here, because sometimes Brave doesn't like to give me good answers. Curse Shield. I just need 3 SNES. Okay. Oh boy. Curse Shield Guide. Blah blah blah. Life and Dead. Blah blah blah. Yep. Okay. Curse Shield, you need to go to Narsh with Lock. In the World of Ruin is able to open the locked doors. You'll find the shield in the House of the North. Yep. The shield is the worst one in the game, but if you do 256 and not 255 battles with it equipped on a living character, it will morph. into a paladin shield, which is the best shield in the game and a must-have. A character equipped with it will almost be invulnerable, and the paladin shield teaches Ultima, but it will be a pain doing 256 battles with it equipped, mainly because of all the status it puts on you and the weaknesses to all elements. Character equipped with it will be killed almost every time he is hit by an elemental spell. To make this a lot easier, you should equip your character with a ribbon, which counters all bad status inflicted, but and an armor that absorbs reduces the elements. I suggest forced armor or Minerva. Some people usually uncurse it while playing the game so they don't waste time, but if you do that, you will be able to learn Ultima very late in this game. It'll be a pain trying to keep the shields wearer alive through all the games, so I strongly think it's better to uncurse it as soon as you get it. Evade plus 40% is insane. Absorbs everything. Teaches Ultima. It's not particularly the subject, but it's cursed too, and it doesn't take too much place, so I'll describe it too. That's the cursed ring. Okay. So it looks like it's 256 battles. But it said like 256 live? I don't know what he means by that. 256 battles with the shield equipped. Cursed shield is the worst shield. The wearer equipped. Okay. It just says 256 battles, according to the wiki. Okay, dispelling the curse. In all versions prior to the Pixel Remaster, players should not equip Go-Go with the cursed shield if they want to dispel the curse, because the only characters that can dispel the curse are those who can gain magic AP in battle. Those who cannot earn magic AP like Go-Go and Umaro are unable to dispel the curse. Those are no longer to yield magic AP to lift the curse on the shield. Okay. Also needs not... The shield bearer also needs not be alive. Who wrote this? Needs not be alive during the battle, and they're allowed to run or be ejected as long as the battle is complete. However, battles in the cultist tower no longer work for dispelling the curse. The player is also advised to equip the wearer with a ribbon. Yep. Easiest way and fastest way to dispel the curse from the shield is to fly to the solitary island and fight the peepers. Since they have innate sap and only 1 HP, they will usually die right before their first turn. The players must be careful when fighting in the desert nearby, as Black Dragon may occasionally show up. Other methods may employ in versions prior to Pixel Remaster in the cultist tower inside the secret room on the first floor. The secret room appears after the secret switch on the right side of the treasure chest containing a safety bit in the room above is pushed. The room contains soul encounter with 2 magic urns that heal the party, prioritizing reviving KO party members before the battle ends. They have a 33% chance to flee the battle. Okay. The shield transforms into the paladin shield, the best shield. The shield must be equipped to that party member, other than Go-Go, blah blah blah. Removing the cursed shield from the equipped party member or changing the wearer does not reset the counter. Okay, so she's still got a ways to go. I'm making sure that there wasn't anything crazy that we had to do. So, yeah, so nothing crazy. So, we're going to say goodbye to YouTube. YouTube, thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. If you want to check these out live, the link is in the description below. Thanks for coming, and hopefully I see you guys in the next one. Later. Alright, that's gonna be it for me. We are done. Tomorrow, later when I come back, we'll grind some more until the end. Until they get the paladin shield. I think I'm gonna go fight those peepers too, because they got some stuff. I remember reading stuff about peepers. They have the elixirs and mega elixirs, so maybe I can get some of those while I'm at it, because those are going to be handy inside the Kefka's tower. Double O, thanks for hanging out as always. Thanks for being here. Almonds, also thank you for being here. Like I said, I'll be back later tonight. So hopefully, good luck on the grind. Appreciate it. So hopefully either y'all will be back or I'll get some other people to show up and we'll get some stuff done. Thanks for coming, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.